whenever they can.
All right. I'll do that.
Um, okay, I'll share my screen now. Can I see the screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So I was just playing around with this guy earlier. And
Okay.
did you get the any chance to watch the videos any of the videos I sent, like the resources I sent?
Yes. In fact, it's very, very loaded. Even it's making me understand even .NET better, sort of.
Yeah, yeah, because
Because
.NET and Java is actually, will I say, twins.
yeah,
According to the story, they said, what's it called? They said
Michael, what's their
Microsoft
name?
copied like Java because of the fame or something that it was getting at the
Yeah,
time.
they didn't allow them, according to what I heard, they said they didn't allow them do the modification they proposed.
Yeah, into Java. So Microsoft now hired those guys.
Mhm.
Okay, so that means you must have gone far into it now, because if you just
Yes,
started
I
into it, yeah.
yeah, I took one and two.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
but I've not done the rest. I just downloaded them, so I'm
okay.
watching them gradually.
All right, that's great. That's great. At least I am happy that someone is taking my advice on it, because it's the other guys, they are a bit laid back. But it's all good.
Mm.
Um I guess it's because it's a free class. So I was, like I said, I was playing around with this guy earlier. But before we go into this, the filtering, streaming, filtering, and all, actually, there are two ways we can create a collection, right? We can create a
Okay.
collection that is mutable, and also we can create one that is immutable. So you understand? You remember what immutable and immutable is?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so if we want to create, let's say we want to create one, a collection of strings, a list of strings, and say names or something, and now say equals array list of. So this means the same way, this thing means the same thing with we have in our normal array, right? The You can't add more items to it. So if I say s out names, and then I come here and say dot add let's say uh 10, right? And at the end, and we want to also print out this guy. At runtime to throw an error here. It's ran the first one, but it threw an error. That's because the way we define our collection or our list, we define it in such a way that we can't modify any other thing, right? What we did yesterday, we did it in such a way that we can modify the items on the go, right? If I now switch this guy to say new array lists and remove this method as list method, if I remove it, I will be able to add items, just that I won't add these guys on creation. So this one is called an immutable collection. Does it make sense?
Yes, it does. So immutable, what makes it immutable is because you're using the as list.
Yes, yes.
Okay, not necessarily because it is an array.
It's not necessary. It's not just because it's an array. So we can even do something like list. There's another one, list of. The same principle applies to it. So the problem is not because it's an array, it's just that when you are creating it, you said, oh, I know what I want to pass here, so don't give me, don't in memory, don't create an extra space for me to add more items. That's
Okay.
that. Yeah, that's the idea behind it. So there are other ones. There are other. I think almost all the collections in one way or the other. The ones I've used, let's say, unique names. Yeah. So other ones also have their own. So so we come here and say set off. Yeah, there's set off. The same way we can also do set off. Then we can't do, if we do dot add, it won't work because it's immutable. Right. Unique names. Then the same thing applies for map. Map, you remember map we talked, I don't know if .NET has map anyways, but this you can do integer like this and say string. Does .NET have something like this? I see here.
Map.
Yeah, I
Okay,
said
we have ash. Yes, we have ash set. I've not used ash map, and I've
oh,
not used map, but I do use ash sets more often, and then array list most especially.
okay, okay. So say list of, that means the way we are defining it, we need to pass a value to it. So since we said we are expecting integer to be our key, we can say 1 and pass our string value here, whatever thing, say ABC, and then here, so that's it. Because we said here, the key is the integer here, then the value is this guy. If we want to retrieve the item, we do it through the key. And of course, this guy has to be unique because it is what you use to make reference to, it's what you use to make reference to, it's what you use to make reference to the item. So if you put 1 here, and when you, okay, I can just do this thing instead of, I can just put it in the print statements. Oh, have I commented the other guy out? What? I have not commented it out. Wait. Oh, okay, yeah. So you see, because we said that should give us any item that the address in this our map is 1. It makes sense, yeah?
Oh,
Hello?
sorry. Yes, it does. I
Okay.
was actually talking. I didn't remember I was muted.
Okay. Okay. And you don't have any questions?
None for now. I think this is clear.
Okay. So the same way we, I said that today we'll we'll look at maybe iterating over some of these guys. So okay, we have some items here already. I would just create the toString method. Generates toString. Yeah. You comment these out. I've actually pushed this code to, I've pushed this code to Git, so you can check it out again.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So let's say, for example, we want to loop over the list of students we have to just go get everything. The same way we'll do our listing loop, our for loop with normal array lists. just that we can't use the normal we can't use that for I in this one, that one. We can't use something like that when dealing with collections. Students is always empty. No, it's not. Oh, okay. I've not added anything to it. I've not added anything to it. Yeah. Run the code. It loops through the student, gives us their information. Yeah. You see the names, their age. So let me make these guys, just change it up a bit, and 25. Because my focus for today's class would be to show some of the inbuilt methods, that is available and for you or use in collections, right? One of them is there's sort, the one that we use for sorting. There is also one that we can use for retrieving specific items, filtering too, if you want to maybe get specific students or something. Those are what we can also use. We can utilize without having to build it out ourselves. Since I've created this thing, I'll comment this guy out too. And yeah, so we want to filter through this, our list of, okay, let's just make this guy a list. But not that it matters anyways, but let's make it a list. And we want to filter through the students that we have and return people that has a specific age, right? Okay. Yeah, let's say we want to return students that their age is from 20 and above, because we have more of that here. So filter students equals, then okay, students dots. So you stream them, go through stream, then filter, use these methods. We don't have to create anything because it's already there for us. Then you now say, okay, the students, the same way we do our students in students, right? That's what we are doing here by saying student, because we have a collection here, multiple items. We want to pick specific one. That is what we are doing here. So student, and then this is called lambda expression. This is called lambda expression, and so we do student, that specific student dot get age. Oh, okay, I don't have getters and setters in the class. Because those are the things you need to access these things. Let me just do only getters since I'm not here. Dot get age. Let's say age greater or equals 20. Then we do collection dot to list. What is it wanting me for? Replace collection with to list. Okay, so it just this thing, what it's doing is it's also recompiling all these two. Instead of returning it one, it recompiles everything and returns it in form of a list for us. I noticed someone joined. Oh, I am not printing it. Okay.
Yes, that was me. Sorry, my
Yes.
name down.
Right,
I wasn't able to join.
welcome. So we run this guy. So it returned it as a list because of this guy, this line of code here, because we said, okay, everything you are doing, return it back to us as a list. Does it make sense now?
Yes, it does. But the method string, must we use it with filter when we want to
The what?
filter a particular? You did students dot string.
Yeah. So you have to stream over them. Stream is like will I say
Like
you have
traversing or
traversing over them. Then
oh,
now use your this filter method is where you now define how you want to filter over it. That's where you sort of give your logic, how you want to, what you want students, and then you want to go through the students by their age and get only the ones that their age is greater or equals 20. If we do less, we also get the person that is 19 here. Less or equals. I did less or equals. Yeah, so that's why we returned the 20 years old. Well, we want to get only 19. So it returned only 19. Makes sense?
yes, it does.
Okay. Then we can I think that one would actually be an assignment. I know Kosi did not join us yesterday, so maybe after he watches the video. So what you would do is we can add more fields to this. I'll push this code once we are done before we leave the class. I'll push this code. You add more fields to this guy. Add maybe more information about a student here, and write your own collection. Write your own collection function that would help you return all the student informations, right? Based on just maybe you can say, oh, if you have private int, say grade, yes. So you want to return the people that their grade is meeting whatever criteria, stuff like that. Just add more fields and explore and course, all those things. You can add more information, then use this kind of method, what we did here, to return those informations. That way, you possibly will make mistakes and correct yourself or ask questions, and then I'll be able to answer. That is okay, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there's another thing too that we we can also use the sort method. We can also use the sort method. Let me see. Okay, yeah, this other guy that I noted here, I was playing around with this guy. Okay, yes, before we get to the sort method, before you guys joined, I was just playing around with this guy. So basically what I'm doing here is creating a list, right? And in the list, I'm adding different programming languages. Sorry. In the list, I'm adding different programming languages, and then filter it, stream, filter, and then in my filter method, I gave it a name, right? And say, okay, for this language, get me the ones that end with G. If I have, I don't know, which other programming language ends with G now? I really do not know. So as you see, I have only one programming language that ends with G. It would return only that one, even though I have list of other items. There are multiple methods that we can leverage on when working with these guys. We can also have the one that says starts with it will still return Golang because Golang started with J. And oh, okay, yeah, because it does not. This one is dots. How do I ignore? How do I ignore case again? Does it have the one that ignores case? Starts with. Okay, so it doesn't have anyone that ignores case. So you have to make sure that your character, your this thing writing is the same thing with the list you're expecting. So if I turn this guy here, it returns Golang. If I say I want J, which we know have 2 items, it returns those 2 items. It returns Java and then JavaScript. Any questions?
No, none yet, sir.
Okay. So this guy here, what I am doing definitely is just to get the length of our languages, how many items that is there. So what is this called again? I've forgotten the name of this expression. It's a way to call a method or to call and reference an item. I can't remember the expression, and that's what I used here to get the length. Then I am mapping the length anyways. So this, when you're working with map, remember this is your, what's it called, your key, and this is your value. So of course we care about the length. At the end of the day, it returns us the number of items that is in this guy. It returns the list. So if we run this code, it will tell us how many items that we have. If we add more items, the number increases. So you see it. Oh, sorry. So what it does is the length of the characters of each of them, not length of the list. Sorry, that was my bad. So length of the characters. So there, the sorts one, there is an inbuilt method called comparator. I don't know if I should share. It might confuse you guys, but let's see. Let's see. If I confuse you, I am sorry. Where's the students again? Yeah. I can comment these guys out. Comment them out. It's comment them out. So just have only have. This is the last this thing that I will give. So we can do sorts, collections.sort. Then you use the comparator. Comparing, we are comparing the integer values, and then so this method is, how do you want it to be sorted? Is it reversed, or do you want it to just get it in order? This guy here, I don't know how to I really don't know how to explain it. It just compares it just compares both items. It's an inbuilt class and method that compares 2 items and gets, okay, this one and this one, compares both of them, gets the one that we are working with. So let's just do some for loop here and get the students. We can just add a small print in here. I know this one is confusing. I know, or it can be confusing. Let's say sorted. Okay, sorted by age. Let's get this guy. And we run it. So it sorts it because we said reversed. We can remove this guy and do our sorts, and it will start from top to bottom. See, we don't have to, that's the benefit of using, why is it warning us replace with list or sorts? It doesn't really matter. So that's the benefit of using collections in Java, right? It has a lot of built-in methods that we can leverage on. Imagine writing the sort algorithm that you need to sort students, and after writing it, you now start doing your, if you've done data structure and algorithm before, you now start checking your time complexity and everything. All those ones, it has taken care of it. I think I remember one time I looked into the algorithm they use. I think they used quick sorts. I think so. I can't remember for sure, but I think they use quick sort for their sorting algorithm, which is one of the fastest ways to sort items and arrange them. So that is it. Do we have any questions? Because I have somewhere I need to be, and like I communicated, this class is just 30 minutes. Is there any questions?
Okay, so don't let me delay. I just want to confirm that, and whenever we're using sorts, we have to use the comparator.
Comparator, yes.
Especially when it's integers and not
maybe. No. So this
string.
one, we are comparing integers. If you're comparing something else, see the other methods that you can use.
String, okay.
Yeah, comparing. Yeah, there is one for comparing double. There's one for comparing. Okay. But because we are focusing on integers, that's why I used integers. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
That'll be okay.
So please be sure to do these assignments. Be sure to do these assignments, and by next week we'll discuss that and decide on a project. We'll just do a mini project, use a day or two to do that. Do a mini project on Java. Using pure Java, maybe build a mini project. Then afterwards, we'll look into working with Spring Boot. Kosi, do you have any questions? I know you have many questions anyways, because you didn't join us.
Yeah, but I need to watch out the video. By the time I watch out the videos, then I'll let you know. Okay.
Then the last one I sent is really, really important. The other guy I shared this video. You should also watch that one. All right, thank you. I will upload this one when I am back later today.
Sure. Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you, sir.
Right, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
You too. Thank you. Bye.